all sending data right now. So yeah, and I'm getting a notification on my phone, so we should be good.
Just got it on Facebook.
You see the Wear live screen?
Well, I got the notification. I didn't get it from.
Right. No, I mean I know that. I'm saying we need to check the screen, make sure it says we are offline. I just need to make sure.
I'll check the Twitch one.
That says we're offline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twitch is offline. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm switching to the starting screen now. Let me know if you're
Yeah, it's gone.
First, let me get that introduction. We on the long road to self-destruction. You so in love, you ain't gonna tell me nothing. Let me get this clear. I had no idea.
Babe, thanks for coming out today. You know, it's
I'm
always
gonna
been my dream
switch
to
to my
become a
computer
pro
though,
bowler.
because it probably be better.
Fuck!
Yeah.
And I'm all out of balls. Oh, what's that? Just use you? Alright.
Okay, see this rubber? If I put them on my arm, am I not arm rubber?
Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Take me with you! Don't leave me! Don't leave me!
Okay, my friend has the next one. Hey, if I take you and then I put you in a tube, is that not you too?
Don't leave me!
She was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till the boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. What is she to do? Where is she to go? She's out on her fanny. So over the bridge from Flushing to the Sheffield store, she was there to sell makeup, but her father saw more. She was style, she was flash, she was there. That's how she became the nanny. Who would have guessed how the girl would describe was just exactly what the doctor prescribed. Now the father finds her gargling, and the kids are actually smelling. She's the lady in red when everybody else is wearing tan. The flashy girl from Flushing, the nanny named Fran.
When the beat drop, I'ma give it straight to him like, give it to him, 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 give it to him. Now slide to the beat like, give it to him, 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 give it to him. I be cutting up like, move to the beat like, move to the beat like, move to the beat. Now slide to the beat like, move to the beat like, move to the beat like, move to the beat. Everywhere I go, I be cutting it up like, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. I be
like a battle room, like a live action war room.
First, let me get that introduction. We on the long road to self-destruction. You so in love, you ain't gonna tell me nothing. Let me get this clear, 'cause I had no idea.
Babe, thanks for coming out today. You know it's always been my dream to become a pro bowler. Fuck. I'm all out of balls. Oh, what's that? Just use you? Alright.
Okay, see this rubber? If I put them on my arm,
We get a PA to bring her coffee.
Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Take me with you! Don't leave me! Don't leave me!
Okay, my friend has the next one. Hey, if I take you and I put you in a two, is that not you two?
Don't leave me! Don't leave me!
She was working in a bride shop and flashing queens. Her little boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. Where she to do, where she to go, she's out on her fanny. So over the bridge from Flushing to the Shopville store, she was there to sell makeup at a body's hot boy. She was style, she was class, she was bad since she became the nanny. Who would have guessed that the girl could describe was just exactly what the doctor prescribed? Now the body runs her gummies, and the kids are actually smiling. She's the lady in red when everybody else is wearing tan. The flashy girl from Flushing, an ending friend.
When the beat drop, I'ma give it straight to him like, give it to him. 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 Now slide to the beat like, give it to him. 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 I be cutting up like, move to the beat like, move to the beat like, move to the beat. Now slide to the beat like.
things first, let me get that introduction. We on the long road to self-destruction. You so in love, you wanna tell me everything. Let me get this clear. I had no idea.
Like this fellowship that's 2 years where you work in either the governor's office or a state agency. I have, or on COVID-19 now, I have had the pleasure of working
what's
in
that?
all
Just
three.
use you? All right.
So I work with the governor's Center for Women's Affairs, Women's Affairs Issues. I also work in the Office of the Prevention of Domestic Violence. And I also now have been doing COVID-19 work, which is like getting and like answering phones about PPE for COVID-19. Like I've been doing a whole lot of stuff last few months. So yeah, and I started in August, and it's a 2-year fellowship.
She was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till the boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. What is she to do? Where is she to go? She's out on her fanny. So over the bridge from Flushing to the Sheffield store, she was there to sell makeup, but her body saw more. She a style, she a class, she was there. That's how she became the nanny. Ooh, what a dance now the guy would describe was just exactly what the doctor prescribed. Now the father finds her beguiling, and the kids are actually smelling. She's the lady in red when everybody else is wearing tan. The fashion girl from Flushing, the nanny named Fran.
When the beat drop, I'ma give it straight to him like, give it to him, 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 give it to him. Now slide to the beat like, give it to him, give it to him, give it to him, give it to him, give it to him. Now slide to the beat like, move to the beat like, go ahead, move to the beat like, move to the beat. Everywhere I go, I be cutting it up like, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up.
What story? What did you do when you was a kid, huh?
update?
First, let me get that introduction. We all alone road to self-destruction. You so in love, you wanna tell me nothing. Let me get this clear. I had no idea.
Hey babe, thanks for coming out today. You know it's always been my dream to become a pro bowler. Fuck. And I'm all out of balls. Oh, what's that? Just use you? Alright.
Okay, see this rubber? If I put them on my arm, am I not arm rubber?
Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Take me with you! Don't leave me! Don't
leave me. Okay, my friend has the next one. Hey, if I take you and I put you in a two, is that not you two?
Yeah.
She was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till the boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. What is she to do? Where is she to go? She's out on her fanny. So over the bridge from Flushing to the Sheffield store, she was there to sell makeup, but her father saw more. She was style, she was flash, she was there. That's how she became the nanny. Ooh, what a cat style the girl would describe was just exactly what the doctor prescribed. Now the father comes with her darlings, and the kids are actually smiling. She's the lady in red when everybody else is wearing tan. The flashy girl from Flushing, the nanny named Fran.
When the beat drop, I'ma give it straight to him like, give it to him, 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 give it to him. Now slide to the beat like, give it to him, 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 give it to him. I be cutting up like, move to the beat like, move to the beat like, move to the beat. Now slide to the beat like, move to the beat like, move to the beat like, move to the beat. Everywhere I go, I be cutting it up like, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. I be
That you hold inside, it will hinder you. So at first I said that I love you and you ain't say that shit back. It's kinda hard to just trust you when both your feelings don't match. Got me showing less emotions, I don't wanna get attached. Once I give you my word, I swear it ain't no going back. Once I gave you my heart, you better keep that shit intact. Instead of assuming no words, girl, I'm just here stating facts. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. So tell me, is you gon' ride out when the chips fall? I seen too many people leave when it get hard. I'm tired of going back and forth when we pissed off. Most of my friends done went through it and they stood tall. See, they gon' try and tell you what they think is good for you. Whole time they was plotting, man, I wish they was for you. You gotta watch your back, your front, your side, they disloyal. I gotta watch my crown, cause from birth I've been royal. And that's from the soil.
introduction. We on the long road to self-destruction. You so in love, you ain't gonna tell me nothing. Let me get this clear, 'cause I had no idea.
Hey babe, thanks for coming out today. You know it's always been my dream to become a pro bowler. Fuck. And I'm all out of balls. Oh, what's that? Just use you? Alright.
Okay, see this rubber? If I put them on my arm, am I not arm rubber?
Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Take me with you! Don't leave me! Don't
leave me! Okay, my friend has the next one. Hey, if I take you and I put you in a two, is that not you two?
Don't leave me! Don't leave me!
She was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till the boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. What is she to do? Where is she to go? She's out on her fanny. So over the bridge from Flushing to the Sheffield store, she was there to sell makeup, but her father saw more. She was style, she was flash, she was there. That's how she became the nanny. Who would have guessed that the girl with the
Science told us how we could reach the other side, and you start to doubt. I don't blame you, 'cause I feel the same. So why do we hold on, even if it hurts so? It's breaking us apart. I guess we'll never know how it feels to see the shoreline. We have to be together, stuck in the stormy weather.
What is going on, everybody, everywhere? I hope you're here. I hope you're here with us. Thank you for tuning in on this Tuesday night to a beautiful show. I think this is going to be a great time. We're going to have some amazing people, some amazing young black women here for our special show, our Black Girls Rock show. I'm very excited. These women are super amazing, and I'm really glad to have them here. You might see someone come in towards the middle, but that's okay. We have two amazing people here who are going to lead the conversation and chill with us for the next hour. So I'm super excited about that. I want to say hi to everybody who's around. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're tuning in on this Tuesday. We're excited to have you. It's been an eventful week already, but it's only going to get better. And I think the perfect people to make it better are the two people that I have here with me. So I want to introduce you guys. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm good.
All right, cool. I like there was a little pause there. I'm like, all right, I hope you guys are good. Good. We're super excited to have you. Allie peaced out, but it's okay. We're super excited to have you guys on our Black Girls Rock episode. This is all about black women and empowering you guys and us having a great conversation. I'm not a black woman, but I'm black, so like we can still have to talk. But I'm excited to have you guys on here. I want to start with Ashanti first. This episode is about relationships. Pertaining to the black community, not pertaining to the black community. It's all about you and what your take is on these things. So first, tell us a little bit about Ashanti. Who's Ashanti?
I am great, obviously, because I'm on the show. But I am 26. I just recently got a promotion to assistant manager at my job.
Nice.
So I've been doing a lot of that. And I don't know, I've been really following everything that's going on right now in the world, and I definitely have a take on everything.
Right.
Respectfully. So
Hey, I feel that. Allie, what's up? How you doing?
Hi.
What's up? Tell us a little bit about yourself. My bad.
I'm 23. I'm from the Bronx. I love politics. I recently received my master's in public administration last year, and now I'm just out here evolving.
Right. Living your life, evolving. Listen, please, if you are interested in these amazing women's stories, please go follow them. Their Instagram links are right there. Please go check them out. But this all about relationships, you know. We go talk about, you know, get dating a little bit and this and that. So we gonna get into it just a little bit. I want to know a little bit about, you know, each of you and how, you know, dating has been for you. So I asked Ashanti first. I'm gonna go to you, Allie. Like, what's dating been like for you, for a single 23 with like 2 bachelors?
Listen, this life makes no sense. Like, there's options out there, but they're not the options I want.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like,
right.
I don't know.
Explain yourself. Explain yourself. What does that mean?
Like, I don't know. For me, you have to have depth, and you have to, like, we have to connect on more than just a physical level. It has to be intellectually, like, you need to connect. And I honestly haven't found that yet. Like, there's little flings here and there. Like, yeah, no, like, no one, like, work is my main focus, just because no one else I haven't found anyone on my level, in my opinion, yet.
Heard that. Ashanti, what about you? I see some nods. So
Yeah, same. I don't know. There's really not many people out there that are like on that level, because also I'm like deep too, so I'm really more spiritual than anything. So like that's really big to me, to be able to connect to somebody on a spiritual level.
Okay.
And people not deep out here, really. So but yeah, it's like a lot of like not matching up. And I don't know, it's just like trying to find that, like, or even not even just find, but just like attract that like piece of the puzzle for me. So
yeah, I feel that. Listen, we got big energy over here. These women are radiating that big energy, so y'all gotta come correct. All right, understand that. I want to ask you guys before we get into our level 3 questions. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, welcome to One Quick Question, the fun show where we have open dialogue. This week, and well, today especially, we're talking to beautiful Black women about relationships. So I want to know from each of you, what's the longest relationship you guys have been in? Everybody was like, you gotta really think about that one. 2.5 years. Okay.
What's a relationship? Because first of all, anything after high school, anything before college doesn't count for me at all in any way. I mean, like, situation.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm gonna leave. What's your now? I don't want to go into what's your interpretation of relationship just yet. But if you have this, you know, idea of what a relationship is, what's the longest, you know, time that you spent in that?
I would say like it depends on what I would say. Because it was like some on and off dumb like it was so dumb. I would say like a year.
A year?
So the dumbest year of my life.
Really?
Dumbest year of my life.
All right, we go get into that. We go get into that in a little bit. And the last question, you know, of course, you guys at home, you see the title of the episode, Black Girls Rock. Why do Black girls rock? Why? Let us know. You exactly. Allie's like, if you don't know, you should already know. Let us know.
If you don't know, now you know.
Everything,
right.
Exactly.
Everything. We are at the forefront of every movement. We are the most disrespected women in America, on the globe, everywhere, but we're always here for everyone.
Right.
Like, that's really
everything starts with us.
Exactly.
Everything starts with a Black woman.
Exactly. But I mean, and no but. Period. That's it. We are gonna get into the show. I'm glad that you guys are here with us. We have a very interesting show. You see Ali, you see Ashanti, but what you don't see is the format. How are we gonna put on this amazing show for you? And I'm gonna tell you, we got 3 levels of questions. Our level 3, we're gonna ask 3 of them, and they're the least vulnerable, in terms of relationships. Because that's how the show goes. We like to ask opening questions. We want to know a little bit more about you, and we want to push you to know a little bit more about your friends or yourself. So if you have an answer to one of our questions, please put it down in the chat. We want to respond to you guys. We want to talk to you. We're gonna ask 3 level 3 questions. Then we're gonna do a fun challenge where these guys can earn some money. Then we're gonna get into 2 level 2 questions. Then again, another segment where these guys can earn some money. And those level 2 questions are a little bit harder than a level 3, but not as hard as our level 1 question. And we're just asking one, but it's the most vulnerable question that we could think of in terms of relationships. And we're going to see. We want to talk to these guys. We want to have an open conversation with them. We want to have an open conversation with you guys at home. We're going to do a dare after that, and then that'll be our show. So please stay with us. We hope you have fun. I hope you have fun. Engage with us, please. Write down in the chat. We're live across 4 different platforms right now, and I'm talking to each and every single one of you guys. If I see you pop up, I'm gonna talk to you. We're gonna talk to you. We're gonna have a conversation. But are you guys ready to get into these questions? To get into level 3? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ali's still there.
Here.
You're still
I'm
here.
I'm here.
All right, sounds good.
I was trying to look at the chat, and I don't know how I do this, but I'm gonna leave it.
You're good. We're across. It's hard for me, and I gotta look at 4 different ones, so you're all good. But we're gonna get into the first question of the level 3 questions. Remember, this is the easy ones. Like these are easy. This is just for a conversation, just to open you guys up. Again, we're talking about relationships, so I want to know, starting with Ashanti first. What does your ideal relationship look like?
My ideal relationship? Someone to be my equal.
Okay.
I guess ideal relationship would be like 50-50, like or if they on days where I'm at a 20, like you could help me out and stuff like that.
Okay.
Be my peace in this world, this crazy world. Be able to stand on your own, stand on what you say, be about it, because I'm about it. So,
Right.
I don't know. I mean, be strong. Dang, I feel like I said it already. Be strong, be smart, stand on what you say.
Okay.
You gotta be fun. I like jokes. I like to play around, but like there definitely has to be like those boundaries where you're not just trying to like be serious all the time, or like, because that definitely be ruining it. Because I like to play, but I also get serious too. So I guess somebody that, and I'm moody, so I guess somebody that can handle my mood.
All right. Listen, that's a whole package. Guys, she is single. She laid it out for you. All you gotta do is be there for her. She laid it out. But that sounds good. I'm very straight to the point. We wasting no time, no games. Ali, what about you? What's your perfect ideal relationship look like? Which might feel a little bit like a loaded question for you. Right. Already looking at your eyes.
That's a very big question. And I can say that I don't have a perfect relationship just because, man, I don't know. I feel like I'm still evolving into who I am. I just know like whoever, like someone perfect for me is someone who's ready to evolve as well. Like I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to dive a little bit deeper into what you said, because you talk about this evolution. What do you mean by that? Like, somebody ready to evolve. Where do you want, what are you looking to evolve into?
I'm looking to evolve into like, I don't know, that's a lot of questions.
Listen, that's the show. That's the name of the show.
I want to be a better me. I want to do a lot. I want to see a lot. I want to travel. I want to do more work. I want to travel. I want to build. I want to start organizations. I don't know. I feel like someone who's ideal for me will be ideal for the growth I want. They would want to grow in some way as well. They would want to grow their business, grow their brand. But also be vulnerable, like be able to be vulnerable with me and understand that I might not be able to be vulnerable all the time because I wasn't raised like that. So yeah, I think someone who's ready to evolve, but at the same time be vulnerable.
I feel that. I mean, you laid it out right there. You saying this is hard. You just told us. You just gave us the whole blueprint to Allie's heart.
I don't talk about relationships with people.
Right.
Like I did this for you, Kevin.
Right.
Listen, I hate this topic.
Listen, but I mean that's the point of the show, and I'm glad we can have this conversation. For you guys at home, me and Allie and Ashanti go way back, so it's always fun for me to bring on my friends so I can know a little bit more about you, because these aren't necessarily conversations that will come up every day, or just in passing or in talking. So I'm glad to put you in a predicament where you gotta think and be a little bit vulnerable with me because I'm your friend. I want to know. But you're also sharing it with like 50 people who's going to watch this live, and maybe hundreds and thousands who are going to watch this back. So, I mean, we just got the blueprint of your heart. All right, that's great. That was level 3. The first question, we got 2 more. Super easy, but we're going to get into it. And we're going to start with Allie this time. Before, in the beginning of the show, you talked about your relationships, the lack thereof, substance in those relationships. But you mentioned that you were in a relationship for a year. And so this level 3 question for both of you, but for Allie first, I want to ask you what the biggest lesson is that you learned from that year-long relationship.
When you think some girl's wearing his sweater in the dining hall, believe your instinct. Believe it. That's my biggest lesson.
Really?
Believe your instincts. You're always right. That's it.
Believe your instincts.
Because she was wearing his sweater and he was lying about it. And that didn't make no sense.
Wow. Really?
Craziness. That was like a situationship, not even a relationship.
Okay.
But I don't even, relationships to me are just like, now it's like, I don't know, they're very arbitrary in the world that we live in. So that's why I count that as something. Especially because me and that person are cool today. Like, we're still cool. But believe yourself, when you see a girl wearing his sweater, you think it's his sweater. It's his sweater. Trust me.
Real. It's ladies. That's knowledge for you. Men, stop being so sleazy. Sleazeballs. Right. Ashanti, we're going to go to you. What's the biggest lesson you learned? You talk about that 2-year relationship. I want to go on that one. I want to go on that one that had like, some ground to it. You guys were kicking it for a bit, but it ended. So let us know.
Yeah, it ended all right. The biggest thing that relationship taught me was boundaries. That was it wasn't a healthy 2 years. Like, it was a very controlling, toxic 2 on both ends. And I'll admit that, but it definitely taught me boundaries, because I also started therapy during that relationship because it was so toxic. So definitely it taught me boundaries. It taught me that to trust my instincts too. And it taught me that when something really isn't for you, then it's really not for you, and you don't really, like, if it's just not for you, then you shouldn't have to fight for it, because you're just forcing it at that point.
Right.
So yeah, and don't stay too long, because it's just gonna ruin yourself. It's just gonna ruin you in the end.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I think Yvonne from Facebook brought up a great point. They said a relationship is a couple learning to be with each other, and it didn't sound like that was there. Is being with each other is not one controlling another or anything like that. So I definitely feel that. I mean, that's a huge lesson to learn. Like, that's crazy, and I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's insane.
It was the biggest lesson of my life.
Yeah.
I'm great with boundaries now, so it's good.
Right, exactly. Right now, guys, we are going to go to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. I hope you stay with us. I hope you share this and like this and send it to your friends. Have them tune in and get in the chat. We want to talk to you guys. We want to find out more. So please, we will be right back. Thank you. All right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We've been muted. Guys, we're back. Oh, jeez. It's okay. You know, production qualms. I'm running this show by myself. I'm trying to figure it out. But we're back. Thank you for being back. We got Alexis here with us. Hi, Alexis, again.
Hi.
All right. Just want to make sure you're still here. And then, all right. Alexis is, awesome person. Tell us a little bit about yourself real quick.
I go to RIT. I'm from Queens. That's about it. Not much excitement to me.
Not much excitement. Okay. So I asked these beautiful young women a little bit about themselves. So we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into you before we get into our last level 3 question. So this episode is about dating. It's about relationships. How's the dating life been for you? Like, good, bad. It went a little bit towards the bad. It went a lot towards the bad. But how's it been for you?
For me, it's really just.
Oh, you might be.
I mean, single bachelorist if that's the option. So yeah, I mean, it's calm. Not much to it, honestly. Focusing on myself, if anything.
Okay, I feel that. Calm and relaxing. Not too rocky. How long? What was your longest relationship that you were in?
Ooh, I think 2 years.
Okay.
Like 2 months. I think it was. Yeah, it was a while.
All right, 2 years, 2 months. And then again, the title of this episode is Black Girls Rock. We got beautiful Black women here with us. Why do Black girls rock? We gotta ask.
They're versatile. Come in all different skin colors, hair types, all of it. Personalities.
Every single thing. Let it they're here. They're here to stay. They set it off from the jump. We just heard from Ashanti about her biggest lesson that she learned from our previous relationship. That was our second level 3 question. Kind of our easy level of questions right now. And I want to hear from you. What was your biggest lesson from that 2-year relationship that you had?
My biggest lesson, I guess my biggest lesson probably was to not let someone's mental state change me in a way. I guess if that makes sense. Actually, my last relationship, the person was very depressed and not doing that great. So over time, I felt myself starting to deteriorate a little bit because I'm adapting to them.
Right.
So for me, it was just kind of okay, I need to just let it go because I don't want to be like that. Granted, I was very supportive and I was there for a long time throughout the depression and stuff like that. But I don't know, long term, I don't want to deal with that. Plus, they weren't that good to me anyway. So it's I'm wasting my time.
Right.
So definitely was to not let someone else's mental state affect me as a person and let it overpower what I got going on. So
yes, listen, these women, are saying some really powerful things. They're dropping knowledge right here. Please listen, pay attention. I always tell people, because I agree with what you say and what everybody has said so much that but yours in specific that it's about who you hang around. Ali talked about that in her answer and saying that when she thinks of the biggest lesson or her ideal relationship, that she needs somebody who's gonna evolve with her, somebody who's gonna grow with her. And you become the people that you hang out with. You got to hang around people who want to evolve, who want to level up. Not necessarily who are going to be the weight to you. You want people who are going to lift you up, because if everybody's lifting each other up, then it's only the heights. So I feel that. And
I agree.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into our last level 3 question. We're going a little bit to the risky side of the dating and relationship spectrum. And we're asking a question. We're gonna start you off, Ali. Does body count matter?
I already started off.
Oh, you started off? All right.
Well, I'll do it if you said my name.
Yeah, I said your name, so start it off.
Okay, what was the question? Does body count matter?
Yeah.
Listen, man. I understand.
Let's have a conversation.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, yes and no. It's for men, do what you want to do, live your life. When you come to me, you're trying to be in my space. You're trying to shoot your shot. That's a whole different ball game.
Okay.
How do I like?
Right. I need you to explain that.
Your past shouldn't matter. Like, it depends on what we're trying to do. Are you just trying to be a little fling? Are you trying to be a friend with benefits? This, that, and the third. Like, your past shouldn't really matter as long as like you're trying to like for real be in my future. Because I don't have time to play anymore. Like, I mean, I do, but I'm not playing. I don't care to play. I don't care to entertain people anymore. So really, no, it doesn't matter as long as I know like what your intentions are moving forward. And if my intentions are to try to be with you, then that won't matter because that was your past.
Right.
You know?
I feel that. I feel that.
Ask me questions first.
I got you. All right, Ashanti, what do you think? Does body count matter?
I don't think it matters just because like when you think about it, like when you think about when people like lose their virginity, like usually guys you lose it a lot younger. So you gotta like really think about, and then you gotta think about trauma and how nobody really was really talking about it back then. So like a lot of people were hurt and they were using sex as an outlet when they were younger. So I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like as long as like you're not still using like sex as like to fill a void in your life, I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like as long as you get the proper help and it's something that you actually just want to do because you really like the person, you really trust them or whatever, then that's one thing. But if you was just doing it all willy-nilly, like that's your business, as long as you don't bring me nothing.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like it doesn't matter because I feel like sometimes it's really just trauma based. The reason why people have body counts so high.
Okay, I feel that. And guys at home, please chime in on the conversation. We want to hear what your thoughts are. Put them down in the chat. We are live across 4 different platforms. We want to know, does body count matter? And we'll respond to some of your comments after our Dare segment. But Alexis, what do you think? Does body count matter?
I feel like it doesn't. I think we're grown. If you are taking care of yourself and getting checked and stuff like that, it really shouldn't matter. At the same time, for some reason, I feel like a lot of men they ask a woman, okay, what's your body count, right? But then if you say 2, they're gonna be like, I'll multiply it by 3. Why are you multiplying it? I told you 2, so why do you not believe me?
Right.
I feel like men a lot of the time to like not believe women when they have like a lower body count. It's like, okay, I'm sorry I wasn't a hoe. What do you want me to do about that? So I personally don't think it matters. I mean, what it is, like the older we get, like, you know, things happen. So if I happen to be like going crazy during my 20s or whatever, then that's my business. And when I'm 30, if I choose to settle down, then like that's just the way it was. And as long as we're clean about it and like making sure we're taking care of ourselves, I don't see the issue at the end of the day.
Right, I feel you. I'm gonna shame myself a little bit right here because you said something that I, as a young boy, did, and I literally exactly what you said was what was told to me. I forgot where or when, but it was like, oh, multiply it times 2, and then if a guy tells their body count to a girl, then they should like divide by 3 or something like that, and that's what I heard. And so low key, I used to do that in my brain. Body count didn't necessarily, mean anything for me, but that's just what my brain it was. But it's not there anymore. I don't think that way anymore. But let's go to what some of the comments are. Linda from YouTube is saying, agreed. Body count doesn't matter as long as you're safe. It doesn't. I really don't think it does. These, beautiful young women, they don't think it does as long as you're safe. Mangle on YouTube says, I agree with Alexis. Guys are the issue always. We are. I'm not gonna lie. What do you guys think about that? I'm a guy and I know. I
like that person. Yeah. No, but I don't think always. I don't know. I think girls are problematic as well sometimes.
But like my guy, but he constantly tells me like all of the tea. So I really like have like a little hand guide to men sometimes. And he just like, because he tells me how he thinks, and so I'm sitting here like, is that really like how you guys think? Because that is so dumb. So I kind of feel like, and he comes to me and he's like, tell me why this girl did this, and I'm like, listen, that's just how she is. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I feel like universally men have like an agreement to just do dumb things. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's in the handbook. When you pop out and you're a guy, you get a handbook and you just gotta read it, study up. I was just like that. I've changed, women. I've changed. I mean, I'm out of the game now, but I've changed. And I live my life dedicated to dethroning, dismantling the patriarchy. I am one of them guys who spread the knowledge. Like, listen, he's sleazy. I can tell you why he's sleazy because I was sleazy like that before. I know what he's doing. I know he's doing you dirty. So yeah, that's 100%. But we're gonna get into our dare segment, and our dare segment is the segment we include it in between each of our levels, but it's very, very risky. But there is financial incentive. So you guys have the chance to win some money by answering one simple question. Answering a question. And that one question is simply destigmatize body counts. Tell us what yours is.
Who going first?
Whoever wants to.
Wait, I missed.
Yeah, I guess you first. Huh?
Can you repeat the question? I missed it.
The dare.
I'm sorry.
The dare is to share your body count. I will share mine first. I will be the person that kicks it off because I am not scared. I want to dethrone, destigmatize body counts everywhere. So I will tell you guys mine.
Can I, before y'all start, so I work for the government.
Right, this is optional. This is optional.
A bad look.
Okay, got you.
Y'all know that now.
Okay.
So I have to abstain from questions like this. Thank you.
All right. Well, if it wasn't for your job, I would let you take that. We would have this conversation, but I'll let you abstain because I'm in entertainment and this is my job. So
I'm ready to hear yours. So let's go. I want to hear.
Listen, Mangle on YouTube is saying 2 for Kevin, so I'm going with that number. No, I'm just kidding. All right. My number.
I don't believe that at all.
All right, I'm gonna tell you my number right now. It's 14. You take that as you will. I'm not gonna lie.
You're gonna say take that and divide it.
Huh? Would you?
They're gonna say take that and divide it by 2.
Oh, you're right. A little backstory. Not really. I mean, because I don't have to explain myself, but I'm choosing to be vulnerable with you guys because you're all my friends and everybody at home. You guys are my homies. I was going through a little bit of what Ashanti said. There was some trauma and there was some voids and a little mixture of what Ali said. I was hyper focused into work and what I wanted to do, so I didn't allow myself to be in a relationship. And I told women that's in order for me to work, that I couldn't do that. I couldn't commit to them, and I blamed work, but it was really trauma, and that is what skyrocketed that number. Not that that's super high. I know people with body counts that are way higher, but yeah, it was a mix of trauma and a mix of focus that or falsified focus. I wouldn't say falsified. I was actually working, but yeah, it's a mixture of those which led to that. But yeah, I don't know if that number is high for you guys. I don't know if that number is low. That's just my number, and I'm putting it out there because I'm destigmatizing body counts. So next.
Mine's 8.
8. All right. 8. Listen, 8 is great. 8 is great, and it rhymes.
I had trauma too, but like, no, yeah, 8.
Yeah, Deborah on Facebook is calling me a thought, but it'd be like that sometimes. Listen, I mean, I'm not a thought. It's just like, I needed time to explore what I liked, what I didn't like. I allowed myself time to be with people and to figure things out for myself. She is calling me in a endearing manner. It's my sister, but I needed time to figure things out for myself, and I have. So yeah, that number is not getting higher, but yeah. And I appreciate you sharing with us, Ashanti. I appreciate that. Alexis, what about you?
Due to Greek life, I cannot share that.
You cannot share that? All right.
I mean, know exactly what I mean.
Oh man. we need to go back to the writing room and figure out better questions for these guys. We had 2 people abstain, which is okay. These dares are optional, so you didn't have to do it. But Ashanti walks away with some cash. So I hope you guys can do the next dares.
How much cash? How much cash you getting?
Listen, I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you that. No. I'll tell you. She walks away with $10 for that dare. So every dare you get $10 every day. But I'm ready to get into level 2. I mean, I don't think I need a break. I'm ready to have a conversation with you guys. What do you think? You ready?
No.
All right. Somebody Spoods on Twitch is saying, as a fellow Greek life, you should have went for it, Alexis. But
no, oh my god, I would get dragged. I would get sent to Stanford immediately.
Right. But we still appreciate it. Hey, that's vulnerability. I hope when this game comes out that you have that same you pick that same dare card and you talk amongst that with your friends. You share that vulnerability with your friends. But it's okay. But we're gonna get into level 2. In level 2, let me tell you guys, a little more intense than level 1. We're only asking 2 questions, but they're deeper. We're opening up that dialogue for everybody to have, and we appreciate if you have that dialogue with us on your favorite platform. You're watching this on Facebook, text us. You're watching this on YouTube, let us know. You're watching this on Twitch or Periscope, please join the conversation in the chat because we'd love to hear from you. We're reading them out. But we're going to get into level 2 with these beautiful black women who have joined me today for the hour. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to get straight into it. And this level 2 question is a 2-part question that we split into 2 questions. It's kind of weird, but it's 1 question split into 2. And it's all about love languages. So the first question is, how do you give love? Like what, like, within the love languages, and some of our producers are women that love love languages, and some of our producers that are men love languages, and we had a conversation about this, and I didn't really understand. So help me understand. How do you give love? What's your love language, and or something like that? I'm trying to figure it out myself. But what's your love language, and how do you give love? Well, don't tell me what your love language is, but how do you give love? What's the way in which you want to give love? And Ashanti, I feel like as a spiritual person, I'm gonna need you first.
I give love by like the little things. So if I know that you have to be up for, you have coffee every morning. Like I'll wake up a little bit early, make your coffee for you. Like I do that with mom. I do that. I don't know. I like to do little things that kind of take the pressure off to make life a little easier. I like to listen. I give love by listening. I am really good with communication with amongst other people, so I like to listen and I like to give people that safe space with me for them to be vulnerable. That's really big to me, is to make sure that the people around me feel comfortable around me, because I would want that too. So I give love by just nurturing, I guess.
Okay, I feel that. That was super spiritual, super. I mean, and I get that. To be honest, I don't wake up early. I roll out of bed maybe 12. I live a very easy lifestyle slash hard lifestyle, but like I have flexibility. So if I woke up to some coffee, that would make my life way easier. So I definitely think you're making life easier for the people around you that you love. So I appreciate that, and that's nice. I'm glad you shared that. Thanks for sharing that. Alexis, what about you? My mind kind of blanked there for a second.
Definitely more of like a want to always be with the person type of thing. Like I like to run errands with the person, or just chill and watch like Netflix or something. Really take naps, and that's it. And I also feel like the more I open up, like, because I'm not a very like open person, so I think that by me opening up and kind of showing like I care about you, because that's me like becoming more comfortable with you and being around you and stuff like that. So definitely more of like I'm definitely more spending time with them and letting them get to know me, because I don't like to do that at all. So
All right. I feel that. I feel that. Just just a little bit of love, a little bit of closeness, a little bit of cuddles, all I need. I feel that. I feel that. Guys at home, how do you give love? Let us know. Please put it in the chat. But Allie, let's swing it to you. I know. I feel like I know what your answer is gonna be, partially because.
What's my answer gonna be?
I don't want to put words in your mouth. Actually, I'm gonna just let you say
I
that.
want to hear what you're gonna
Listen,
say.
our brains are connected. Our brains are connected. I know
Listen.
what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna let you say it.
What am I gonna say then? Say it, because I'm gonna tell you if you're right or wrong.
I think you're gonna say. I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mansplain you.
I'm just gonna say I was born and raised in a Nigerian household. Okay, we didn't say I love you very often. Okay? We didn't say it. We acted upon it. So if I love you, I'm gonna have a hard time saying it, or if I like you, I'm gonna have a hard time saying it. But I'm gonna act like it. So my love language is literally acts of love or whatever. I think it's I don't know what it's called, but it was like the acts one. Like I'll act like it. I'll show it through every other way than speaking to you about it. And that's just like that goes with being vulnerable. I'm not a very vulnerable person, so I have to learn how to be vulnerable still, and that's my weakness. So yeah, mine is more on the other act.
Okay. Do you mean acts of service?
Yes, I think it's acts of service.
Okay. I feel that. So actually, I'm gonna stick to you for this next question because this is the opposite. I think you said you give acts of service. So how do you want to receive love?
I need someone to tell me, which is crazy, right? Because I can't do it. I need someone that's okay with me not being able to tell them, but them like being able to let me know, which is crazy. But it goes with how I was raised. Like I wasn't raised in a household that told me I love you or I this, that, and the third. I care for you. They showed it, but they couldn't show it through emotions because emotions weren't there. So I need someone who's able to verbally say it and not only show it.
Okay, I feel that. I mean that makes complete sense. I totally understand what you're saying. And guys, if you're at home and you understand, let her know. Like we feel you. Let us know what your love language is. I want to know. I want to know, how you want to receive love and how you love other people. Put it in the chat. I'd love to read some of them out. But we're gonna go back to Alexis. How do you want to receive love? What's your love language?
I definitely need words of affirmation because I need to be reassured. Like, okay, if I black on you one day and then tomorrow we wake up, like, are you still okay? Do you feel fine? Like, are we still here? Okay, cool. So I need reassurance because I get very in my head. I'm an overthinker sometimes, so I feel like, damn, I just went off on him. Is he okay? And like, I just need him to I need him to be like, yeah, like we're good. Just stay in your place sometimes. But so definitely words of affirmation. I don't like all that physical touch. Like don't touch me. It depends. I have to be in the mood because it sometimes be too hot or you're too cold. Like I don't know, just don't touch me.
At all? Like no cuddling like Ashanti, like just stay away. No, you said that.
No, not at all. But like it's not like a lot of it. Like I hate
So no holding hands?
I can do that. I feel like if I really like you, I'll definitely hold your hand, things like that. I just don't like PDA though. So like, don't tongue me down in the middle of Wegmans. Like that's gross. Yeah.
Right. I feel that. I feel like altogether we're moving away from PDA. Like that's kind of weird to me too. Like I wouldn't do that. So I feel that.
I think it also makes people uncomfortable. Like if you're like hanging out with friends and stuff, and they invite you like as a couple, you're sitting there and you guys are on top of each other. Like you're not really there with the people. You're just there with each other.
Right. That makes sense. I feel like that might be coming from a place of you've seen it a couple times before.
Well, maybe once or twice.
Maybe once or twice. Right. That's Greek senator coming out. That's that political talk right there. But I feel what you're saying. All right, Ashanti, what do you think? How do you receive love?
I like words of affirmation, but I also like acts of service too. Like I like if you're gonna tell me something, like be able to back it up too. So like if you telling me that you feeling me, I need you to act like you feeling me. So those two are really big for me. Quality time is big for me too, but I really am not good. I really don't like physical touch a lot at all. They're like get away from me.
Right. I feel that. Allie, do you not like physical touch either? Is that like a full like trio thing? Like that's not happening?
Nah, that's not true. Not for me.
No,
Actually, in public. Sorry, my computer's dying. In public, I'm a little rude. Don't. I don't know. I just like to. I can't explain it. In public, it's like. How do I explain it? In public, like I don't like people know my business. I'm very private.
Okay.
So in public, no. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. In public.
Hey, you came on the show, so you were like, I'm coming more vulnerable, but
I told you I don't do this. I'm doing this for you, Kevin. I told you I don't play with people.
Right, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, guys. Please let us know what's your love of affirmation. Like, what are your love languages? I want to know. And if you have, a question for these lovely ladies, please put it in the chat. I'd love to ask them. I know Spoods on Twitch says hashtag active service. He also says memes. Memes might be a love language for him. April Lou on YouTube. Right. We all appreciate them. We all appreciate those memes. April on YouTube is saying, I feel you, sis. Can't have people knowing we're vulnerable out here. Gotta be private. Can't let people go and think you soft. Oh, you gotta be a little soft. You gotta be a little soft sometimes. Maybe maybe in private, but not outward facing. But guys, we're gonna go to a quick break, and then we will be back with our final level 1, the most vulnerable question we have. And we want to hear from you guys. What do you think? What's your love language? How do you give love? What's your ideal relationship look like? Put them in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. I'd love to talk to you. These lovely ladies would love to talk to you. And we'll see you in a sec. Welcome back, guys. I hope you've stayed with us throughout the whole show. It's been great listening to these lovely black women tell us about relationships, hearing a little bit more about them. Hopefully it inspires you to open up a little bit more and have a conversation with us or with your friends. Maybe ask them one of the questions that you saw on chat. We'd love to hear that. And we're glad to have you. We have a very special thing happening. I have to pull it up right now, and I hope you guys at home can hear it, and I hope you guys in Discord can hear it. But I'm gonna play a video clip sent to us by one of our audience members, Priscilla, and she gave us our level 1 question. So I hope it's there. I hope it works. This is the first time we're testing this. And I hope you guys enjoy it. But we are going to get into it and hopefully share this question with you guys. Let me see if this is working. All right, so we got her up here. Let's see. I hope this works. This is the first time we're testing this, guys, so please bear with us. The phone is all the way up. This is the level 1 question.
Hi, my question for tonight is, what is your take on dating someone with different values than you? This could be like religious values, or beliefs, or political beliefs, or party affiliation. I think
What
that
is
might
your
be an
take
interesting
on
topic
dating
to
than you?
discuss,
This could
if you have any
be
experience with
like
it.
religious
How do
values,
you deal
or beliefs,
with
or
dating
political
someone
beliefs,
who has
or
varying
party
views than you do?
affiliation. I think that might be an interesting
All right,
topic.
I think you guys heard it. For my friends
You
here in
deal with-
Discord, she's talking about how do you deal with dating people with different values, people who differ from you, in when it comes to politics, religion, morals, all of that. I'm gonna play it for you guys one more time at home. Thank you, Priscilla, for sending this in. So we're gonna play it one more time. I'm really testing this. This is the first time we've ever done this, and it's really cool.
My question for tonight is, what is your take on dating someone with different values than you? This could be like religious values, or beliefs, or political beliefs, or party affiliation. I think that might be an interesting topic to discuss, and if you have any experience with it, how do you deal with dating someone who has varying views than you do?
All right. So I think that is the video. Just want to make sure it's done. Again, we're doing this all live. I'm doing this a big part by myself, so please stick with us. I think that was it. So what do you guys think? How do you deal with that? How do you deal with dating people with different views? Be it politics, work, religion, morals. How do you deal with that? And I think we're gonna throw it to Alexis for this. Started it off with this last one.
Right. So, that's a tough one. I mean, honestly, I feel like if you're not ignorant, it's not a deal breaker. It really, really depends, because if you can't, like, I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel like if I can't have like a conversation with you without you like forcing your views on me, I feel like it's done, because at that point it's like neither of us are really like open-minded or trying to like hear the other person's side. So you're just like immediately ending the conversation by being like so closed off about whatever the topic is. But at the same time, like if you're like, let's say I'm dating a black man, he's anti-black. That's a no. Like you can't be black and hate yourself. Like come on now. So self-hate is like a big no for me. And then religion, I feel like religion, that's like something that doesn't even really faze me, because like everyone has different religion. Like you never really know who you're talking to. Like everyone in here could have a different religion than me. So it's like we don't really know necessarily unless it comes up at some point in conversation. So that one's like not really a big deal for me for the most part. But and then also if you like racist, obviously I cannot be with you because I'm undeniably black. Like my skin shows it. You can't miss it. So it really depends. Like I think that there's some conversations where it's like, okay, we can like, be rational in the conversation. And there's some things that are just like, okay, like I don't even want to talk to you about this because I'm gonna get pissed and then we're gonna both be like not okay. So at that point I would have to walk away. So I feel like it's very important that like those deal breakers are kind of discussed like early on. This way, like if it ever comes up, like let's say you have kids with the person, you don't want to ever like kids with that person and not know what their views are on something, and you're like, holy shit, like who am I even with right now? Yeah, that's my response.
I feel that. Allie, what do you think?
I have such strong beliefs in a lot of the things I do. So religious beliefs for me, it's not up for it's up for discussion in the sense that I haven't found my religious identity yet. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious at this moment just because I was raised in a Catholic house, and Catholicism is very, very intricate and doesn't accept a lot of people. And I don't know if I know that's not for me, right? Like in my life. Political views, you can't, no, I don't know what to tell you. Like my political views are aligned with my racial views. So yeah, no, that's like a deal breaker. What else? I think for me, race though is it's a very interesting thing. A lot of people see me as a pro-black woman, this, that, and the third. But like if I've had like relationships, I still don't like that word, with people who weren't black. So I think that was a learning experience.
Right.
Like trying to like having to teach someone about blackness, and even like just being American, because they weren't even from this country, like having to teach them about my blackness, racial injustices from the point of view of an American is a whole different thing in different countries. So I think like that's not a deal breaker, but it's something that was like it's not traumatizing, but it was something that was hard for me to deal with.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, that makes sense. Ashanti, what do you think?
I feel like almost all my relationships have been like that, where it's like we were just never on the same page there. But morals are really big to me. They're really, really big to me, and that alone is definitely a deal breaker, especially if the person is very ignorant. I am very spiritual. I'm very free. I'm very open to a lot of things. I'm open to learning about a lot of things, and I feel more comfortable when the person that I'm with or even talking to or whatever is also open. Um, just because I'm really not about to sit here and argue about your opinion. Your opinion is your own, my opinion is my own, but as long as you respect what I'm saying, like that's really all that matters. But if you're not going to respect anything that I'm saying or feeling or believing in, that's a big deal breaker for me. Like I can't because I really wouldn't want to have kids also with because that's in my future. So I really wouldn't want to settle down and have my life partner be somebody that is somebody that I'm just so off track with. Um, this is a good question because this really ties in a lot of.
Right, I feel that. And I have a follow up question for all of you. Do you feel like I mean, you each talked about certain aspects or certain values that differ in which, you would kind of allow them to happen. Like, if we disconnect on maybe religion, it wouldn't necessarily be a problem. But do you think that there's like, if you guys are not complete opposites, but is there one specific value that you guys have to meet on? Or is there one specific value that like, if we disconnect here, then we disconnect altogether? Like, is there a one catch all, for the value portion of it, whether it be religion or politics or anything?
Definitely morals for me, because I feel like the way you're brought up is like very important. And because I mean, it kind of ties into like, how you are now or how you are when your frontal lobe is fully developed. So if you are again ignorant, then like I can't, because at the end of the day, like again, tying into kids, if we have a kid together, I tell the kid one thing and you tell the kid the other thing, then what are they gonna choose? They're gonna choose probably the worst option, because they're like, okay, well, if my father said this is okay, then like it must be okay.
Right.
Like no. So I feel like there's a lot of like morals is definitely the thing for me. That's if we can't agree on that, then I don't even want to talk to you. Because I mean, yeah, I also with the religion, much like Ali, I am Catholic, so I agree. Like it is hard with Catholicism because there's a lot of things that are just not accepted. I'm kind of like, I don't really know. I think I'm going to branch away from that because it's like, okay, well, I support a lot of the things that the church doesn't. So, I mean, another thing that I probably would be a deal breaker for me is definitely views when it comes to religion, because it's like, you really like hate some of the things that agree with the church in a way. So, and I don't like that because it's like, okay, well, this is now 2020. Like, times are changing. Like, we have to adapt to what is going on around us. That's another thing for me. So just those two.
I feel that. Allie, what do you think? Is there like one deal breaker? Or I know you said politics.
I don't think. I think for me, it's the deal breaker is if you're like set on your standard and you're set on your belief and you don't even want to hear another belief, like in anything, in racism, in religion, in politics, like you're just set on you. We can't be a relationship, because if you can't compromise in some way, especially if I'm a Democrat, you're a Republican, or if you're a Muslim and I'm Catholic, if there's just no hearing my side, it's impossible for us to connect. Like, I think that's it. It's just like you have to be willing to learn at least, or willing to understand, not change your whole entire opinion, just willing to create that space where I can actually speak to you and like we can come to some type of consensus. We don't have to agree, but we can like understand each other.
Right. I feel that. Gotta have compromise. Ashanti, what about you?
Morals. Morals is definitely a deal breaker, because I feel like even with each question, like political, I feel like morals ties into everything, every standpoint that you have in life. Your morals dictate how you go about your life. So if you are just, I don't know, it's like if you're ignorant, like I can't, because like we're not gonna get anywhere. So
right. I feel that, and I mean, and that's our level one question. They said it right there. It's a lot of it is compromise, but you have to hold on to your beliefs, and they have to hold on to theirs, and but there has to be compromise. That compromise is it. Like that's the real thing. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being vulnerable with me and having a conversation with me on this Black Girls Rock episode. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I want to end the show off with a real fun dare, a never have I ever, because we came up with some fun, interesting questions, and I thought it'd be good to try it. So if you participate, you're gonna take home some cash. What do you guys think? You want to try it? I mean, for Allie,
see if it's a question I can answer.
Listen, for Allie, you could just keep your hand up. You could just keep your fingers up. If you feel like, okay, if I put this down, then thing. Right?
I'm gonna leave my fingers down right here, and then
Sure.
I already know this question gonna be spicy, so I'm gonna abstain right now because I'm not. You're trying to play with me. Listen.
No, I'm not trying to play with your bag. I'm not trying to play with your bag. I get it. All right, Alexis, are you in?
Oh yeah, I can do this one.
Yeah. All right, Ashanti.
I'm down.
All right, listen, Ashanti's here for the money. I appreciate that, and for me, and for the show, but for the cash. So we're gonna just do never have I ever. 10 fingers. You already know what the deal is. If they have done something, they're gonna put their finger down. And we're gonna get started. and Allie is right. These are spicy. So the first one is never have I ever cheated on someone. Never have I ever said I love you without feeling it. Never have I ever driven drunk. Allie, I'm glad you abstained from this. You have not driven drunk, but I'm glad you did. Never have I ever experimented with to see my sexual orientation. These are getting spicy. Never have I ever said I love you just to get laid. I'm sorry. I'm a guy. I've learned from my ways. I have. I promise. Never have I ever stalked an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, or ex's boyfriend or girlfriend on social media. So your ex's new significant other. All right. Never have I ever been jealous of a friend's relationship. I can say I have. Never have I ever kissed my best friend. 2 more. Never have I ever wanted to fall in love with my sister or brother's friend. Or I think I have to put my hand down for that one. And then the final question is, never have I ever gone skinny dipping. Damn, how did I oh Jesus. Listen, if you wanna
I was low-key doing it, and I do have this many fingers left. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
We're gonna leave it at that. Okay. So the one who had to abstain is also the most mixy one with me. I get it.
Listen, Trailblazers camp was a great experience to learn and figure out.
Right.
Let me just be quiet. Let me shut up.
You gotta figure things out. Listen, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us today at One Quick Question. We are glad to have you. Thank you to our lovely Black women who have been here with us. If you want to connect with them, please reach out via their social media handles on Instagram or Twitter. We'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great night.
Are we offline?